It's Wednesday before the race and I'm out on one last training ride. As you can see, the conditions are fantastic. Yep, just on the outskirts of Bluffton. The bike seems fine. Everything's holding up good. I think it's dialed. Had to adjust the seat height a little bit, but in general, I think it's pretty much ready to go. One more training ride, fitness ride, fit ride, whatever, tomorrow, and that's it. Then we head for Grinnell. It's Thursday morning. Doing some last minute packing, organizing, trying to get all my food put together. Trying not to completely freak out with stress, which isn't easy, but at this point there's not a whole lot left to stress about. The weather's going to do whatever it's going to do, and I don't know, I'm as ready as I can be, minus the 4 more hours of packing I probably have. And then hopefully get out for another ride, work tonight, get on the road in the morning, and I don't know, that's that. We'll see what happens. Well, here we go. It's still Friday morning, not quite noon yet. Out on one last ride. I think I've got everything pretty well organized, put together. Get this ride taken care of and go home and get the car packed so I can go to work, sleep, and get up and roll. But yeah, this is what we do. This is what it looks like. Pretty exciting. This is what the cockpit looks like. Fake directions, you know. But yeah, gonna be a whole lot of this for 322.8 miles. Who's not excited? But gravel's up here, a little soft, but really in pretty good shape. Hopefully they got a little less weather down there. Almost got hit by a car. But yeah, hopefully not too much more over the next day and a half down there, and keep the roads rideable and finishable and see some crazy dogs. Yep. It's about 10 o'clock Friday morning. I'm headed down to Grinnell. It's a little misty, a little wet outside. Probably can't see much, but yeah, it's actually Friday morning as opposed to yesterday when I was riding and I mentioned that it was Friday morning, actually Thursday morning. But got the van all packed up. Can't see much there either, I'm sure, but I don't know, probably gonna get down to Grinnell about 11 or 12, try to find some lunch, maybe take a nap. I slept like shit last night, so hopefully get a little more sleep. Guessing tonight I'll be lucky to get maybe 3 or 4 hours. So I don't know. Looking forward to dinner, meeting up with everybody, hooking up with the Nebraska guys, Cornbread, Gertsiv, and Wills, and Bonzel, and figuring out how they're hopefully going to help out and support me should I need to be sagged on the side of the road at some point. So that's about it. It's about noon on Friday. Pulled into Grinnell, got some Taco Bell, and headed out here to where I slept last year. It's kind of what it looks like. Some sort of nature preserve or something, but I don't know. Figure since I'm only going to sleep for a couple hours anyway, I'd just sleep in the van and drive back into town for the start. Rain picked up for a little bit. It's kind of died off again. Gravels look pretty sloppy. Don't know how actually soft they are or soul sucking, but it's gonna be messy for sure, if nothing else.
First of all, I want to remind you guys about some things about riding on Transiowa. Many of you veterans already know these things, but some of you guys are first timers. And the first thing I want to mention is that we'd like you to stay on the right side of the road. This is especially important. It might not sound like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Why do I have to stay on the right side of the road? Well, just today driving down some gravel roads with the steep rollers that you get, you can't see what's coming over the other side of that hill. And I don't want anybody to get hurt. And if they don't observe people riding on the wrong side of the road going up the hill, we're going to kick you out. You're done. So please be safe and ride on the right side of the road. Hills, I mentioned it. We have a lot of hills on Transiowa. Some of them are going to happen at night, and there's some pretty big ones that are going to happen for you at night. And I've hit upon this before in past Transiowas, and don't outride your lights, don't go fast, just don't bomb those hills, because if you're a really good rider and you're willing to accept the consequences. We had a guy in Transiowa, the third edition one, that didn't listen to what I had to say, and he dropped out in 16 miles because he jacked up his body wiping on the downhill in the middle of the night. So just be careful on the hills. We do have B roads, B maintenance roads this year, and they're going to be wet, and most of them you're not going to be able to ride. Fortunately, we didn't put a ton of them in there, so most of them are only about a mile long. And you may figure out a way to ride down the ditch or something, I don't know, but they're going to be wet. Okay, because we've had plenty of them. One of the B roads I want to mention in particular is it's a Q270. It comes in the second leg of the horse, and it's going to be really, really difficult. Okay, you'll be able to ride to the top. It's a real steep hill. You'll be able to ride to the top. When you get to the top, I seriously recommend you get off your bike and walk it down, because it's really, really steep, and there's 2 ruts on either side that are 4 foot deep from rain washing up. And if you try to ride down that, you're an idiot. Okay.
It's 250 right now.